Well, I think that helps us get into our very first prediction here is how many Badoo will there be in top 16? And
The
so
big
they
question is,
Japan's format for anyone questioning is best of 1, and then they cut to top 16 after 2 days.
yeah, I forget the round count. It's like 10 and 4,
And then
9.
it's like after you lose 3 games, they take you out of the tournament, right?
I think so. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, you have to go like X2 to make top 16.
So how many Badoo do you think there will be?
The biggest question is, do we think there's going to be the biggest question to ask with this prediction is, will there be a deck in Top Cut that is good that plays like 3 or 4 Badoo? Probably not.
No.
So with that in mind, I'm going to go with 11 Badoo. It's still so high though. I'm going to go with 11 Badoo.
11 Badoo in top
11 Badoo.
16.
Yeah.
I'm going with 5.
What? Bro, no faith in the do?
I think it's going to be way less impactful than people think it's gonna be.
All right, we'll see.
Oh, it is how many unique Badoo, not just like Badoo decks that have
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Badoo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I'll still go
So,
with 5, that's fine.
okay. I mean,
Alright,
I'm predicting 11 decks with 1 Badoo each, but
sure. Alright, Azul, pick a deck to win the tournament.
I mean, I feel like one of the big things to usually look at in these new metas, new formats, even though not that much has changed, is just fast, aggressive. But I feel like that applies so much less when there's so much. I'm gonna go with Gardevoir. So much like less to. Gardevoir's Gardevoir feels so much worse than. No, let's go with Gardevoir. Let's go with Gardevoir. Fucking Gardevoir.
Ooh, the Gardevoir is an interesting choice. I could definitely see it. When you talk about fast aggressive decks, this is an easy choice for me. I feel pretty confident in this. I'm locking in Raging Bolt.
Will there be a Badoo in the Raging Bolt?
No. Most played A spec in top 16.
It's always tough to go against Prime Catcher, but the fact that Reggie Drago is just so underplayed over in Japan for some reason.
There's so many secret box decks right now. I bet whatever the most played deck there will be like 4 or 5 of this A spec in cut.
Oh, I guess Grand Tree makes sense to compete against Badoo. It's gotta be in there because of Badoo.
That's actually
Um,
funny.
Guardia is kinda killing it. I'm just gonna go with Unfair Stamp.
I'm gonna go with the secret box, all the turbo decks. Honestly, could go with like the legacy energy because you can play it even if you get Badooed,
True.
but I'm not. I'm going with the secret box.
And then final prediction that we just added, will a dedicated Badoo counter make cut? Something like a Cacnea or an Elekid would be what we're looking at here.
Acmea Elekid. There's also the Hitmonchan. There's a lot of stuff, and and we're talking about something that is literally the only reason it is in their deck is to counter Badoo.
Yeah. Or we can basically look at that and be like, that's probably why they played it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna say yes, just because that's the cooler. It'd be cool to see something like that prevail going into a top cut.
I also think the answer is yes, even though I don't think Badoo will actually have as big an impact. Oh wait, they get to change their decks between day 1 and day 2, right?
I believe they do. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Ooh, I
No,
wonder.
almost no one does though.
There's no way we can track this, but I bet what'll happen is that someone will make it to day 2 with a Badoo counter in their deck, and they're gonna get through day 1 and be like, "This card was useless. I'm taking it out of my deck for day 2." And then they'll make
Dude,
top
you
cut, but
hate.
we have no way to know the
Dude,
truth.
you're just like preying on Badoo's downfall, bro. Like you just like don't want him to succeed. You don't want him to thrive
I
and be
have a
the
pretty
meta
good feeling
worthy
I'm gonna be
card.
right about this, but I'm down to be wrong. I've been wrong before. I think I'm pretty good at these predictions.